is released. Don't be sending your songs over email, and just let your music be in thin air. Cause then that's how your music be floating around, and that's how that put you in high risk of your music being jacked or people stealing your stuff. So don't send your music, don't send no music over emails. I do not do that. No, you ask me that, I'm gonna say no. If you want to sit here and listen to music, you got to meet up with me. Then we gonna sit in the room and listen to it together. Nah, man, I done had plenty of people. Man, send me some music. Send me some music. I send you some release music. I send you release music that's already been paperwork. But if it's unreleased, nah, you ain't. Nope.
I'm gonna ask you this. We ain't got to talk about the person. How you feel about producers sending the same track to people?
Man, I really just feel like, man, that's the way to make money. I mean, why make all those beats if you can just lease and you have people leasing the same beats? I mean, if you have why why make tons of beats if you can just get people to lease the same beat and you still just make the crazy amount of money? I mean, I just see that's a way for people to eat, really. I mean, so I ain't really messed up with it, but it just kind of like but they fall more on the rapper though. Like you really got to get like the exclusive lease, or you just got to get full rights of the beat if you just really just trying to do something with it. But if you just know someone who ain't really just that serious and just trying to rap over some beats, then cool, man. Don't stop there. Make that money. And they gotta make the money somehow, some way, somehow.
Man, it's a cold game. Man, it's a
Man, it's a
cold.
cold game, man. That's a cold game. That's why you man, with this music, man, you really can't really take stuff to heart. You just gotta wear your heart on the sleeve with it and just roll with the punches. Because once you start taking stuff personal, it's just gonna go downhill from there. Like you have to expect stuff to go wrong. So it won't be such a surprise when it do happen. But you just have to be prepared for it
All
and
right,
give yourself the knowledge.
all right. Let's shift gears for a minute. Like, okay, we talked about the police earlier and how they benefit off the gangs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why have you paid attention to people just benefiting off of people's trauma anyway?
As you mean, like just in people,
Yeah,
people
like
benefiting off.
other people's trauma.
You just talking about people just getting likes and views, or
Nah,
making money off other people downfalls.
yeah, like check this out. Like people who on drugs, they got rehab. If you
Uh-huh.
uh if you got a disability instead of your family, you come over here with us and we gonna make money out for you. If
Mm-hmm.
if if the government look at it, we gonna call your mother or your father unfit so we can put you in the system and we can get money
Mm-hmm.
out for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like man, I'm gonna say this. Like I've worked at a group home. I've seen the adult side and I've seen the adolescent side. What they do is, and I used to tell dudes this, and I'm pretty sure they used to get hot at me. The group home did. I
Mm-hmm.
used to tell dudes, "Hey, bro, you know they setting you up for failure." They be like, "Bro, what you mean?" I said, "Listen, bro, they give you all this stuff that you never had.
Mm-hmm.
Then they don't teach you nothing. You go out and you have a baby or stuff like that. You don't know how to deal with life, so you gonna lose your baby just like your mama or your father lost you."
Lost you. Yeah. So it's that same cycle. It's just that repeated cycle all over again. Generational curses. That's exactly what that is.
Man, no lie, bro. Listen, I was working at a group home. I worked there for, I want to say about 5 years. We had maybe two dudes, no lie, maybe two dudes graduate high school in
Mm-hmm.
5 years. I'm talking about that stuff. We had different people. I think they was like a 6 month program, but we had 3 dudes. 2 of them actually graduated high school, and one of them got his GED. We had 3 dudes, but the number of guys who went to jail, who got babies, who like, I'm like, or sometimes both.
Mm-hmm.
It was outrageous. And we used to have meetings, and I would ask them, I'd be like, hey, what's up with the structure? We need to be teaching these young men. They say structure. Nah, this.
They basically telling you shut up, go sit over there. Like you talking too much.
So at that time, I'm like, okay, so y'all don't give a damn about these dudes. This about a bag.
Man, this about a bag. That's all that is. It's about a bag. Like if we fix the solution, you fix the problem, but then the money go away, and we can't have it. So why teach? Why teach? Why teach it if it's just going if it's not gonna make us profit? I mean, why get them the knowledge? Why get them the knowledge and teach it to them if it's just gonna take money out of our pocket? No point. I mean, because people care about money, then they care about humans. So,
but what's crazy is, like, why do you think they scared of the games? Cause they scared of games, but why you think they scared of them?
because the guy's not gonna play with them. Guys, them. Some of the, well, I can't even say all of them, but some of them don't have nothing to live for, so they don't care if they live or die. So if they don't care if they live or die, they don't care if you going. They don't care if you live or die. So you, man, I don't know, man. I don't really know why they scared of the game bangers, because they really not the ones out to hurt. They not hurting the ones. We'll hurt ourselves before we hurt other people.
True. I'm gonna tell you why I think they scared of them, and you tell me do it make sense or not.
Okay.
All right. Now, in the game, they have really no say so of what go on in the game for the most part, right?
Nope, not at all.
So just say we got a thinker in the games. Say the thinker becomes the OG.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a whole mob of people, a whole clique of people who follow this one dude who is sharp. So they look at it like, okay, that could change a whole nation.
Mm-hmm.
So they like,
it only take one. It only take one person with influence.
but see, they know. Think about this. They don't care if you rowdy. If the shooter, the OG, they ain't really tripping on that.
Mm-hmm.
But what they do, I ain't gonna say his name because they did it to a brother in this city out of respect to his family. God rest his soul. But what they do, if they know you intelligent and you a high ranking gang member, they'll place a paper trail on you. And what I mean by a paper trail is they'll write an article on you and keep writing articles on you to make you seem. They'll vilify you, make you the villain. Yeah. So what they do is they write in a timeline for, okay, if you just so happen to die, it's justified.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we gonna make it seem like this is how you move, even if you don't move like that.
All right.
So what they do is they say it's crazy, and I'm gonna go on and say it because I've been wanting to say this for a minute. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, all the leaders that they tell us about, they give them to us.
Mm-hmm.
So they control them. It's called control opposition. If y'all don't believe me, look it up. Control opposition. What they do is when we got a dude in the Crips who got 100 or 200 people behind him, and he got a clear thought process, he
Right.
can really be
Man,
what
he can really shake something up.
and he can really be what you thought this dude we gave you was.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they have agents, government agents posing as black leaders. And and think about this. My name Roland McClendon. If I come to you as Ronald Smith, I'm faking the font, right?
Right.
The majority of our leaders come to us under a false pretense.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like, okay, Tupac Shakur, they consider him a leader to the hip hop community in some form or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac Shakur wasn't his real name.
Mm-mm.
So we know him as Tupac. You follow where I'm going?
Man, I'm trying to think what's
I,
his
want me to tell you his real name?
it start with it, don't it start? Man, I know this, I just can't think of it.
His name is, I think it's Lassane Paris Crooks. That was his birth name.
Crooks, yeah.
Martin Luther King. What's this? This the 16th? Yesterday was quote unquote Martin Luther King's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Most people do not know that Martin Luther King's real name is Michael. His name was Michael King, not Martin Luther.
Mm-hmm. I knew that.
So if your name Michael and they telling me your name Martin Luther,
yeah,
what's going on? And it just so happened he's the only black man in the history of America who have a quote unquote holiday.
Right.
And y'all and we can't peep that. Malcolm X. His real name was Malcolm Little.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you coming to us under the pretense of Malcolm X? See, if they teaching it to us in school,
they not teaching us the real in school. They're teaching us what they want us to know.
The programming.
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's why, think about this. That's why they teach, that's why even in college, they teach a class on Tupac.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold up. Why, why y'all pick him? So I want to go beyond, I want to go behind the veil and say, okay, it's something to this dude. Like Dick Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know this, but I'm going to put it out there. Dick Gregory was in the military from age 18 to the day he died. And people will say, why would an 80-something-year-old man still be in the military? Because he was an agent of misinformation. It's deep.
Oh, yeah, that's deep.
Because think about it. He had your ear. He got your ear. So and people listening to him, man, Dick Gregory cold, man. And then he calling out the other agents and people don't even know him. I'm a vegan, right? I put it out there, I'm a vegan. Most people, guess who they talk about? Dr.Sebi. Dr.Sebi, blah, blah, blah. Dr.Sebi. I say, hey, man, check this out. This is me. Do you know Dr.Sebi's real name? No. I thought it was Sabe. Why are they telling me his name Sabe when his real name is Alfonso Bowman? So, Dean, this guy is a health expert from what they telling us.
Right.
Then he dies of pneumonia or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You could cure cancer, you could cure AIDS, but you die of pneumonia?
Pneumonia? Nah. They don't even add up, man.
But see, that's why that's why I'm trying to change the direction of the show, because it's like I be hearing all this and I be like, hey, bro, like y'all gotta quit playing with us, bro. Like, like y'all wanna talk. Like we so caught up in Democrat and Republican, who running this race, who running that race. And I tell people who I really got mutual respect for,
Mm-hmm.
I tell them behind the scenes, I be like, all right, check this out. This is what it is. Okay, you running for political office? All right. Bro, if you really real, or sis, if you really real, you ain't gonna get there. I've told people this. I'm not gonna say who, but they'll know. And I say, this is the I applaud what you're doing. I see what you're doing. But you bad for if you bad for business, they don't want you in there.
Mm-mm. And they ain't gonna let you in.
So this what it let me know, and I'm gonna say this on the Deprogram show, and I plan to drop this before the election come out, all the main elections and even your local elections. If you get elected, that shows them you're willing to play ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted some yesterday. I say, why do we always have an election, but not a selection before the election? I'm a citizen. You a citizen. We don't never say, "Hey, this who we want." You feel me? How many times have the people say, "Hey, this who we want to run for governor. This who we want to run for mayor. This who we want to run for president." These are candidates. When do we do that? They
They
just
only give us the opportunity to.
so I'm like, I might not even wanted him. I might know my homeboy in the hood, and I might know an activist, a real activist, boots on the ground, who I might not want them to be a city councilman. I might feel they better suited to be the mayor.
Right.
But okay, now this is the election, and then I'm like, nah, I can't get with that. And this is a problem I have with people. We can't, like, I ask people this all the time. If you invent a game, can I beat you at a game you invented?
Mm-mm.
But I've had people tell me, I don't correct them, but I had people tell me, yeah, because you got to play by the same rules.
No, you don't. If you made the game up, you know all the loops. You know all the
So
you
hold
know
on,
all
hold
the
on, hold on,
loopholes.
hold on. Say that again.
Yeah. If you know the game you created it, you know the ins and outs. You know more about you know more about it than anybody.
So I'm glad
If you
you.
if you created it, nobody gonna be able to beat you at your own game.
I'm glad you said that. Cause I be looking, I be like, cause I'm like, bruh, ain't no way. I'm not gonna tell you the loophole. I might tell you the base,
Yeah, the base. I tell you a little bit to make you think you're doing something, or make you think you can figure it out. But I ain't gonna give you all the game. Man, the game is to be sold, not to be told.
So this be my question with us. We've been, according to the government, we 3/5 of a human being. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You get qualified immunity when you kill one of us.
Right?
So why are we steady wanting to play their game? This what I just can't understand it, bro. Like this, I mean, you help me out. Maybe you know something I don't know. Why do we want to play their game?
Because they just make you think like you getting a little further along, but then boom, they just knock you back to square one. Then
So
the next person they get a little further along. Then boom, you get not back to the same spot. Then again and again, it's a complete it's a repeated cycle, just all over again. Because it's their game. So if the game wasn't created for us, how can we win?
I just be asking
The
people that.
the only way to win is to not play the game with them.
I've even brought people on, and I asked them this. People who I consider smart. I say, hey, bro. I say, hey, check this out. How can your name Brown, say I want to apply for Brown's Entertainment or whatever your business is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I apply for Brown Entertainment going in to change how Brown Entertainment does business? I mean, you feel me?
I feel you.
It's your company. You might have your company established for hundreds of years. So I'm gonna come in, employee tell, hey, Mr. Brown, I know this Brown Entertainment, but I'm gonna
But
tell
look,
you.
but look, we gonna do it this way. I think, man, I'm gonna tell you, get out of my face. Get out of my face, Stanley. You fired.
And see, that's what people don't understand about these elections. If I'm campaigning for a job. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, it's a job.
That's all it is.
And if I'm getting paid by Mr. Brown, I got to do what Mr. Brown tell me to do, right?
Right.
But
Absolutely right.
but they have us thinking, no, we can change things.
Man, that's oof.
I mean, I just be like, am I the only person who get this?
Nah, you're not the only person who get it. The only way to win is to not play the game with them.
Because I look at it like this. If we govern ourselves, like you got your household, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you say go in your household.
Right.
I can't come to your house and say, hey, Mr. Brown, this is how we gonna do it in your house.
Nah, not even gonna allow that.
But why do I tell people, no matter who the
Because
president,
they make us think that we have a chance.
man,
Yeah. Change can be done, but they're not doing anything to help us change because they don't want to. Because it's their game, and they're not gonna change that for nobody, especially not for us.
but why? I mean, why do it seem like our activists and our quote unquote leaders, why are they pushing to? They be telling us, hey, bro, this could, if we get in there, we can start to make a change. I be like, bro, you can't be this smart and this dumb at the same time. That's what I be like. A lot of times I keep my peace out of respect for the individual, but I'm like, bro, you can't be this smart and this dumb at the same time.
I mean, I just say, man, it do help when you have power in numbers.
I agree with you on that. That's why they scatter the games. Back to my earlier point.
Mm-hmm. So I do believe if it's enough people voicing voice to be heard and their opinions to be heard, it can be if it's all done as a collective. But when you only got a few people sticking their neck out for us, and there ain't nobody backing them, that's what we feel at because we don't have the power in numbers.
But it seemed like to me, this, you correct me if I'm wrong. It seemed like the people that we get behind always point us back to the system.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, do you know that you really just going down here to sell us out? You might think you mean well, but you going back down here to sell us out, bro.
Because man, they gotta compromise something. You ain't just getting in just off what you on what you stand for. You gotta compromise something.
That's why I be like, I applaud people who say they're doing the right thing, but that's why I tell them off the record, especially folks like, hey, you know I tell them, people I got a relation, hey, you know they ain't finna if they let you in, I hope they let you in so you can prove me wrong. But I look at it, if they let you in, it's something you doing that you ain't telling. That's how I look at it. And one thing I'm finna stop doing, I'm finna just start, when I do this show, they don't watch me like that no way. So the people who do, They finna start getting the pure uncut truth from me. Cause a lot of times I be like, I interview somebody and I be like, man, you tripping. But I hold my peace. I be like,